welcome back to the BSL. I'm still Derek Danger. To get with me is Cookie, and we have an announcement.
A big announcement.
Not that big.
Well, okay. Iron Wolves will be late for the first game, so Public Enemy get the first game as a free win, but there is going to still be the second game. Just there's going to be a bigger pause, so guys, don't go anywhere. As I mentioned before we went live, that Derek is ready to play chess against you guys, so you just put the links in the YouTube description and Derek is going to play against you. So that's going to be our time killer while we wait for Iron Wolves to come.
Yeah. And well, all challenges will be accepted. So that's one way. You can also make dinner. It's the evening. It's like 9 p.m. Well, people say you shouldn't eat after 6, but
I think that's a myth.
Yeah, it depends when you go to sleep. Like usually I don't go to sleep that early. For me, this is like 2 p.m. something like that in the human world. So go make yourself a tea. Go make yourself a dinner.
You can of course check some VODs if you want to. Highlight reels. We have some highlight reels on the BSL channel, so you can check those. But of course, the Derek Chess is going to be, I think, the main event.
And well, while you do all that, a small reminder that today is the last day to get early bird price for the Hypertown Riga Expo tickets. So go check the link in the description. Get yourself a ticket for one day, for both days, decide yourself. There's also the VIP tickets, which is going to be pretty exciting. We still don't know what's going to be in them. There's going to be like a entry gift for those with the VIP tickets, and we are informed that it's going to be worth it. So if you wish to go in with the swag, literally, because all the merchandise is called swag also, so you can do that as well. So till then, we'll have a break, and maybe, well, the timer will be bigger this one than usual, but stay tuned, because if Iron Wolves show up earlier, we might start earlier. So yeah, stay tuned, and we'll be back.
You spray, you trip. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
want more G's than the L. I 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 want more G's than the L. So rap out till I black out. Rap out till I black out. I want more G's than the L. 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 I want more G's than the L.
Welcome back to the Baltic Esports League. I'm there, Danger, and together with me is Cookie. And well, after a bit of waiting, we will go into the second matchup of the day, which is going to be Public Enemy versus Iron Wolves. And first game, Iron Wolves forfeited the first game, so the score is already 1-0. But Iron Wolves will fight out the second game and try to get that 1-1 score. Because at this point, if Public Enemy takes this, they are steady first place.
Yeah, but Iron Wolves still can make it so that the both of them still are the first and second, well, first and second place, yeah. Both basically being first. And I expect Iron Wolves to win this one if they play seriously. As, yeah, I just think that Iron Wolves are one level higher than every single other team in the BESL league. Maybe Falcon eSports somewhere there, near there, but yeah, Iron Wolves still I think is one of the best teams, and usually if they lose, their losses only have been because they have forfeited the matches. They haven't lost any like matches they have played, so this could be the first one, maybe.
So going into the team rosters for Public Enemy, we have Smackler in the top lane, Ekis in the jungle, Rimtolus on mid lane, and Frexy and Afting on bot lane.
Yeah, and for Iron Wolves, we have chosen us in the top lane. Warden jungle, we have Solius in the mid lane, and Optimus together with Zavios on bot lane.
So yeah, both teams are full Lithuanian rosters. It's going to be pretty interesting how this one pans out, especially if Public Enemy are able to take this game. Now, I wouldn't say that they are heavy underdogs coming into this matchup, but they will have to show their strongest side to take the victory.
Yeah, and all the players, yeah, basically Public Enemy just need to kind of maybe get that early advantage somehow, and then from there just try and snowball the lead, not give anything to Iron Wolves, but it's really hard. As most likely Iron Wolves will be the ones that will get the early leads, as they are mechanically better. And it's going to be hard for Public Enemy, but they can do it. I saw them do it in Info Show. They took one game against Iron Wolves, so it might happen.
And well, so it seems like that.
Yeah, so the teams are not at the places they should be, so they're going to switch sides. As Iron Wolves for the first game are going to be on the blue side, and Public Enemy are going to be on the red side for the second game. That
for
is.
the second game, yeah.
As the first game already happened, quote unquote.
So it's going to be interesting. I want to see what Rimtolis can bring against Solius, since Rimtolis has been playing pretty solid.
Yeah.
His play has been pretty solid, but he's up against the Solius, so Solius can basically take anything to the table.
Yeah, well, I expect if Iron Wolves are going to play like seriously, and if they're going to draft seriously, then I expect a Ryze mid lane, and I expect something like Camille in the jungle, and a tank, I guess, on the top lane, but he would also be good with some carry champion, and then bot lane would be aggressive one, something like Zyra Khan or Caitlyn Morgana, something like that.
Yeah, well, aggressive lanes on all fronts, probably from Iron Wolves. Now, while the teams are getting ready, they're taking a bit of time. We'll take a short break, after which we'll jump right into the champion select.
You spray. You're stuck. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
want more G's than the L. I 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 want more G's than the L. So rap out till I black out.
Welcome back to the BSL. We are in the Champions League between Iron Wolves versus Public Enemy.
Iron Wolves on the left side or blue side, and Public Enemy on the red side.
On the right side.
On the right side or the red side.
And well, we already got Zereth and Gravesban coming in from Iron Wolves, so they do not want to risk any safe picks for Public Enemy, and Israel banned as well. Meanwhile, on the red side, we see Caitlyn, Rise, and Kaiser ban.
And really fast bans, so the teams know what they want to ban against each other. And the first pick, Swain's open, so Iron Wolves should go for that, I think.
If they wish to do so, they could also, well, they will just pick up the Scion.
Maybe they have some secret agreement where they won't play Swain.
Maybe that is Scion mid, so who knows?
Swain can also go mid.
Yeah, but Swain's not picked up.
Yeah, well, yeah, for now at least.
For now at least. Now, what will Public Enemy answer it? Because Smackler has played a lot of Scion, maybe they just picked that away from him.
Yeah, but they go with the Cho'Gath, so that they have a better matchup on the top lane. And they could also go Cho'Gath mid, I guess, if the Scion is mid.
I don't think that Trintolis will play Cho'Gath mid, or that he will go something like Cassio top.
Yeah, could be. And Zaya picked up for Rexy, so
looking to get that Zyra Khan bot lane.
Yeah, interesting if Iron Wolves are going to try and pick that away.
I don't think, unless Optimus wants to play something like Kalista, they will not go for the Rakan. Instead, Varus picked up, so a solid pick versus pretty much anything, and Morgana. So if they go for the Rakan, I think that Iron Wolves bot lane is more than competent of peeling away with them.
Yeah, and I'm really interested how Swain hasn't been picked up. I think that's one of the... Did it get hotfixed?
Probably not.
So none of the teams.
But maybe they just don't want to risk it. Maybe it did get hotfixed, who knows.
Could be.
He got nerfed, that's for sure, in the last patch where Aurelia got reworked, and none of the top lane is going for the Aurelia.
Yeah. Still staying with the OP top lane tanks. The safe picks.
Yeah, the safe picks. Now, we are already in second ban phase. Tom Kench was picked up for Afting. Now, mid lane and jungle still open for Iron Wolves. And well, same for Public Enemy. So they're mirroring the picks
Still,
and bans.
Yeah. Have the same picks. And Celius, I don't know what he could go for.
Zed.
Zed most likely could be a good pickup.
He has picked up Zed a couple of times.
Yeah.
So maybe he's comfortable on that. But that most of the times that was an ego pick. Nidalee banned out for Ekaz. Now, they will probably put Ekaz on some kind of tank. Zac is still open, so that could be an option. And if Public Enemy decide to go for like something like Zac Galio, that would be a really interesting teamfight comp.
Yeah, well, Camille Galio is also open, so they could go for that. Smackler still looking for that last ban. Will they ban something? They won't.
Yeah, not banning anything. Maybe they should. Maybe they should
They're
ban
just
out
showing that they're not afraid.
Camille unless they want to pick Camille for themselves.
Yeah, they have the first pick.
Yeah, they will pick one more champion and yeah.
And yeah, that is going to be one pickup that we need to do, as Talia is banned out, so Rimtools will not get that for himself. We still have to get still Galio is open.
And well, Aka's locking in the Kazakh, so Camille is open if Warden wants to pick it. I don't know if that is the highest priority right now, but it's still an option.
Yeah,
and well, the last ban is Trundle ban.
oh, okay. Warden has played Trundle, but I think in BSL he doesn't play too much. He likes to play more aggressive champions. Oriana for Solis, so they'll have a pretty good team fighting composition.
And well, it would be a joy to see Wukong in game.
In the jungle.
Wukong and Monkey in the jungle.
Whoa, whoa.
And well, Kane hovered. Still, Zac would be perfect together with Oriana.
But
And
it
that
is
is
the
the Olaf. So, not the best delivery method for Orion's Shockwave, but can still work.
Yeah, can just run in together with Cyan. Cyan can just all in. Then while everybody is CC'd from Cyan, Olaf just slips past everybody.
But I found the answer to that, and that is Anivia. If Rimtolis wants to pick it up, it has been banned against them. So it does not Anivia. But it would be pretty great pickup versus the team. Versus the Cyan, versus the Olaf. There would be just no way for Iron Wolves to engage.
Yeah, but now Public Enemy have like this peeling composition where they want to peel, like this feather stack, and then kind of turn on the enemy. Tom Kench there to just help each other out.
And Kha'Zix plus Kassadin with the resets.
Yeah, so they have like this, they want to team fight, but then they have this cleanup crew with Kha'Zix and Kassadin, so I don't know. I don't think that this is a team comp that you would want to pick against Iron Wolves. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think it's up to Warden to just make the early game happen. Bot lane is going to be safe and actually winning in a double range versus Tom Kench. Top lane will go. It could go either way, but it will probably just stay even. And yeah, if Warden can secure an early lead and shut down Ekas in the jungle, then that would be the clear open path for victory.
Yeah. And as the players are loading into the game, we are going to have a small pause.
The last one.
The last pause. So don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with game number 2 of Iron Wolves versus Public Enemy.
I can never forgive Lakita for murdering our mother.
I've been cooperating, you're just not listening.
You're not listening to me.
Pasaules top seriāli. Skaties visas sezonas uzreiz visos tavos ekrānos. Shortcut films. Tikai €6 mēnesī. Shortcut. Tu redzēsi.
You spray. You awkward. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
And we are in the game between Iron Wolves versus Public Enemy. And well, this is going to be a hype one. This is going to be a hype one because the first game, well, Iron Wolves forfeited that. So this is the game for the first place in the ranks, and with both teams will only have 2 more games to play, 2 more matchups to play, rather.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a pretty important one if they want to secure the first place. Well, secure the LAN for sure. Because I think whoever wins this, well, if Public Enemy wins this, there's no way they can't get to LAN.
I think, yeah.
However, if it goes to 1-1, there's a small chance that the LAN is not guaranteed for them. So I want to see both teams really fighting it out.
Yeah, and as well, for now at least, the top 2 teams in the BSL League fighting it out. As yeah, I just can't wait to see how they will be able to play these matches. I do think that this is going to be for Iron Wolves to win or for Iron Wolves to lose. That's my just expectation for these games. As yeah, I just can't see how Public Enemy can lose this one. Win this one, I mean.
How could they lose this one? Well, we'll see if they lose this one, because Rimto's on the Cassidy, that has been
but
an already level 1 invade 2v2. It's going to be 3v3 on level 1. Warden smites the red buff. Now he gets the heal and the shield from Orianna. And it seems like Iron Wolves are turning it around. Ekes will be the target here.
And he fails!
He fails the flash and will die for it soon. So will he smites it, but the axe secures the kill. Now Choseness goes in further, gets the knock upon the Smackler. 2 more hits on Smackler. He does have the flash, Smackler doesn't. And 2 kills for Iron Wolves already.
Yeah, and on bottom, Frexy almost dying as well. Did not use his summoners, so I still had those, but almost dies. Warden now is going to get some damage onto Rimtulis. So yeah, that's going to give an advantage for Saulius.
And well, it seems like that Iron Wolves are ready for this game. And it's going to be, it already looks pretty exciting. The kill on Olaf might not, the kill on Cyan rather, might not be that big of a deal. But on, well, actually Warden. It is, because he forced Smackless teleport out. But the Olaf, Warden got the first blood, and after he recalls, he'll probably have his jungle item finished.
Yeah, and I thought that was going to be a 2-0 on the other side. The Public Enemy are going to get to 2-0, but it did not happen that way.
Yes, Saulius started with E on the Orianna, healed up Warden as well, so they were able to turn this around since Ekes wanted to stick around, got a little bit too greedy, then failed the flash, so, well, maybe next time.
Maybe next time, yeah, but a good read from them, knew that Iron Wolves like to invade that way. So a good adaptation, just have to work on the execution.
On top of that, they know pretty much where Ekes is at the moment, since Warden started with Ekes' red buff. Now they should approximately know where Ekes is, so he will end up on top side of the map and will probably recall, while Warden will be on the bot side of the map and maybe go for the solo Drake on level 4.
Yeah, could be. Inferno Drake is a first Drake, so the teams will want to fight over that one. So Ekes just needs to get as much farm and levels as he can, so he could match Warden's smite.
And well, we'll have to see if he's going to be even close to that. As so far, Ekes, sitting on a top lane, took the Rift Scuttler and now is looking for info. We'll just recall.
Yeah,
and Warden recalls also.
Yeah, but as you can see from the CS difference from the junglers, Warden
and Velofting getting super low, dodges the binding and barely survives.
Yeah, and botlane also already has such an advantage, 35 CS to 13, so it's going to be hard for Frexy to do something in this lane.
And it's going to get only harder because Varus has such a big power spike with just 1 item, while Frexy needs like 2 or 3 items to even contest, to even think about fighting him.
Yeah, Warden is will start the Drake solo, so don't think that Public Enemy will try and stop this. as all of the lanes are pushed in, so a free Drake for them.
And Ekaz is at his crunch, just took him. And there's just nothing for him to do here. Unless they decide to go to dive the Cyan, but that's an unlikely event to occur.
Yeah, both the top one is recalling, but Chosen One still has his TP, so they have this opportunity to make a play top lane, bot lane I mean, with the TP, and try to do something with that. But yeah, Smacker not falling behind, even though he got killed once, hasn't fallen behind in CS, so good for him. And Rimtools also not falling too far behind, even though
and
he's
Warden
losing
looking for
matchup.
something on mid lane, or not.
Or not. But he will invade, pick up the wolves for himself, as Ekis was also invading. But now Chosen One is roaming. Is going to find Ekis. Ekis is
And
only level
Ekaz
4.
only level 4 eats the knock-up and the Cyan up. And yeah, Ekaz just dies, but a little bit of help from Solius. Chosenus is almost able to 1v1 him.
Yeah.
And it's going to be pretty rough since, yeah, Warden took his whole blue side jungle. We'll most likely just look to find him on his red side jungle now.
Yeah, and the bot lane as well is just freezed under Optimus turret. So Warden has an easy gank bot lane if they want to do so. But yeah, it's going to be so hard for Public Enemy to do anything, and I just feel how slowly they're getting starved out from resources.
Yeah, well, Rimtolis might be the shining light here, as we see. But on bot lane we see binding lands on the Xayah. Ignite will not be enough to secure the kill, but they have to be careful. One more binding or one more piercing arrow, and Xayah could be dead there.
Yeah, but Warren is going mid lane, but the ultimate from Solius does not connect, so a failed gank attempt there. But he's going to just go and try and steal the red buff. See that the red buff was just taken. He's looking for Ekis, but will not find him at all. And Chosen One just pushing in top lane now. Starting to get the advantage for himself.
And well, Optimus did opt for the press the attack on the Varus, which used to be a norm before Fleet Footwork took over. And now it might be the best option again, as Rage Blade works a little bit different than previously. And a big play on bot lane. No one will die, though. Okay. But the flash is popped and the heal as well. Ekis barely survives. So Ekis now looking just for something. He wants to get something, but he won't be able to, as Warden already is in his jungle, denying the blue buff from him. It seems like that it's not only Ekis, but Public Enemy barely surviving as a whole. 2k
gold lead in 8 minutes, but Smacker in the top lane is looking to maybe kill Chosen One. Does not have feast, so will not continue the engage. Will fall back, but okay, well, he's just going to try and trade more, as Chosen One uses his ultimate to run to safety.
And Chosenus does not have the ultimate or the teleport to get back to lane. Smackler will be able to secure a small CS lead, as Feast will come off cooldown pretty soon, well, around 30 seconds or something. So Chosenus has to be careful and cut the losses here.
Yeah, and Rimtools as well hasn't had the laning phase he would want to have. But Solius is also pretty low, so Rimtools has been able to do his job.
And Smackler coming in for the roam.
Could they try and make something
It could be a
happen?
double kill for one side or the other.
Yeah, well, Solius has both of these summoners, so it will be hard for them to do anything. Smackler is just going to cancel the recall, so Rimtools will have a bit more time to farm up. But yeah, that is just going to make Smackler lose a lot of minions under the turret.
And Warden getting invaded by Ekis this time. Now Warden flashes over the wall. Ekis jumps in, gets a shockwave, and well, flashes forwards to this consume bot. Yeah, the axe kills Ekis. Warden survives. Now they're turning it onto Frexy. Frexy flashed over the wall. Ults the binding, but does not have anything for the chain of corruption.
Yeah, Ekis got a bit too, I don't know, scared there. Wanted to jump out from Afting's Devour preemptively, and that paid him with his life, as yeah, the axe was already thrown and they secured the kill.
And so, we still haven't seen the first turret taken. Next Drake coming up in a minute. It's going to be a Cloud Drake. So, not the worst Drake, not the best Drake. I don't think there are bad Drakes at this point.
Yeah, I think that Riot has done a really good job with the Drakes. I think it's worth taking every single one of them.
Well, maybe in some compositions, Ocean Drake's not the best.
Well, of course you can find something all the time, but like picking up a Cloud Drake always is fun. Fine as it just gives in a lot of movement speed actually out of combat and also in combat.
And well, Predator enabled for Warden, he'll just have to turn around as Rimtolis scares him away.
Yeah, but Smacker has roamed there as well, so they are sandwiched now, but they
a 2v3. Will he get the knockup? Sounds pretty tanky, and so is Olaf. And blue team gets the first turret. Solius secures it, but now gets knocked up, has to flash away, and he'll be alive.
Yeah, but Afting now in trouble. Got greedy for the word.
Afting has no flash,
yeah,
so he's just going to die there.
That is a dead fish.
It's like 5 people bought, 4 people
Four
bought.
people bought. Solis is not bought yet, but it is going there. So they could go for the Cloud Drake now to get some more objectives. But the bot turret is still up, so that must be the first one they want to pick up. But Optimus and Xavius will be able to just take the 2 of them, while Warden and Solis secure the Cloud Drake. So right now a pretty clean game from Iron Bulls, 0 deaths. They had a sloppy start, but they were able to get that to their advantage.
And almost 7k gold lead for Iron Wolves at 12 minutes into the game. That is probably the biggest gold lead we've seen so far.
Yeah, so it seems like Iron Wolves have started to play more seriously, or you can see when Iron Wolves try hard, you can see how well they can play.
And well, Virus still looking to finish up the Rage Blade. Did opt for the Berserkers for the early spike in damage and the pushing power. Now they will just look to secure the Herald and maybe break the base already at like 16-17 minutes.
Yeah, Ekka's in a bit of trouble, but we'll be able to just...
Opting dodges the binding.
Oh, but Opting does have Quench, so he'll have that to help him out. They'll be able to just escape. Oh no, he eats the bind, so that's going to be a lot of damage coming out of him. He does have flash, so he fires out, but the piercing
arrow kills it now. Feathers do not result into snare, and they're trying to turn it around, but here comes Chosenness and Warden. Warden enables his Ragnarok. Frexy with no escape, has no summoners, no nothing. Rimtolus will Rift Walk over the wall and knocked up. No mana for another Rift Walk. So will he get away? Only Chosenness chasing him.
Yeah, Smackro died meanwhile. Rimtolus will be able to escape, most likely, as I don't see how Chosenness has enough damage to secure the kill.
Now he has to be careful. Maybe he can read a little bit too much, but no. Solius is there to support him, and already pushing down the tier 2, and they are going to get it at 14 minutes into the game.
Yeah, now they have 1 death, so it won't be a perfect game from Iron Wolves, as Xavielis unfortunately died. Sometimes happens. Warren takes away the blue buff, I think, so that is going to just deny Ekkas Moran almost 10k gold lead for Iron Wolves, 9k for now. And it's going to be really hard.
Looking to get that Rift Herald and just finish the game as fast as possible. Now, Afting goes in with the Abyssal Voyage, is not going to catch out anyone. And Varus already at the full build, got the Rage Blade, does not need anything else.
Yeah, just maybe wants to... What could Varus buy? Stinger, maybe?
he has various options.
Gnasher's Tooth.
Usually the build is even now that you still go for the Wit's End, even though the combination has been heavily nerfed. You can go for Blade of Druid King, the Hurricane, something like that. Go for the Hurricane into Infinity Edge. So there are some options. All you need is like attack speed and more attack speed.
Yeah, the Rift Herald is going to be picked up. Ekis is looking to steal it, but will he manage to do it?
Because
Will not.
does not
But
get
Solis
blinded.
is the one that secures the Rift Herald.
Yeah, Warden missed the smite as well. Ekis didn't even smite.
So maybe they had calculated it where Warden and Solis would attack at the same time. Well, Warden will smite and Ekis will attack at the same time so that it would deal more damage. And it's really hard to really steal in those situations.
And now pushing down the top, the tier 1 is going to fall for sure. Now let's see how much they are willing to commit here.
Yeah,
They force out the Zai ultimate and the Rift Herald already gets put down, so they will go for tier 2 and possibly the inhibitor as well, as Frexy doesn't have an ultimate. Solius still has the shockwave, and they're going in. Frexy flashes away.
yeah, and it's the sad part is that they don't have any like wave clear, so it's really hard for them to defend against the Oriana Ball and the tanky Olaf. They can just run in.
And they're going for the inhibitor turret.
Yeah, and they could also maybe try and just open up in the base as well. Just
They
pick
will
up-
get the inhibitor, nothing to stop them.
Yeah, and
They're too far ahead, already 12k at 16 minutes. And double shockwave comes in. Frexy dies, chosen us with the double kill, kills both of the bot laners.
yeah, and they're just going to try and end the game here. Now as they got the 2 picks that they need to just
Yeah, Binding Lens, they have
keep
a
sieging.
super interesting pick count. If they hit one binding, it's pretty hard for the enemies to run away. They will stop at 1 Nexus turret, as the death time is a little bit too low for them to finish the game now. But now they can group up. Drake's coming up in
And
45
just
seconds.
gets bursted down there. Ran across the world, so they knew that he is there and just instantly turned on him.
And it's going to be another Cloud Drake. Maybe helping them with those rotations. Helping them to finish the game faster before the home guard kicks in.
Yeah.
Coming from the base. There's no Baron to pick up. It's too early in the game, so maybe they'll just go for the buffs, taking blue buff, red buff, Drake, and then push down the bot lane.
Yeah, most likely, as I don't see Public Enemy. They don't have any tools to really defend this at all.
And Airwolves have all the flashes.
Yes, they have all the flash. They can make the plays that they need to. Most likely, it's going to be a 1-4 where Chosen One is going to be in the mid lane, and yeah, the other 4 are going to go bot lane. Rumtulis is getting caught out.
And Chosen is still dealing tons of damage because it's too early in the game for the base damages from Sion to fall off.
Yeah,
And he's going 1v2. Solis is there to support him now. Afting in trouble, has the flash and flashes in the wrong direction. What is he doing? Okay, Afting dies. Unstoppable Onslaught will catch out Frexy. Frexy gets killed as well. No minions in mid lane to do anything. Ekis is farming the jungle, and it seems like there's just nothing that Public Enemy can do against this.
yes, 16-1, a really clean game from Iron Bulls right now, showing us how strong they really are, and it's a pride, it's a joy to see.
Yeah, and Wolvarus did go for the Wits End.
Yeah.
Now the
personally.
build is that you can go for Hurricane or straight up AP at this point.
Yes, just go AP and have
And
a
they're
lot of
just-
one hit.
Yeah, they have the banner of command. Second Nexus third has fallen, and they are ready to pick up some KDA and then the game.
Yeah,
They get Afting.
Frexy also is going to fall, and yeah, a 19-minute game from Iron Bulls. Well, they haven't finished yet, but close to those lines. Almost have done it, and minions have finished off the game, and wow, just wow. If and like this was first place playing against second place, basically.
And after these games, actually, they're still first and
Oh,
second
yeah,
place
yeah.
because due to that forfeit. Now, we can see that Iron Wolves are stronger at this point than Public Enemy. And well, damage so early in the game that Sion deals almost most of the damage, but yeah, Solius together with Optimus just taking over the game. Warden there with a crazy level 1 invade. This was probably, well, I would rank it like top 3 only invade because of those two Team Solo Mata invades they got.
Yeah.
But yeah, super clean game from Iron Wolves, and pretty much no counterplay because Public Enemy picked like not super early game champions, and they get punished.
Yeah, Iron Wolves just picked some pick champions with strong laning phases, were able to get the early invade to go in their favor. What I thought I should have went in Public Enemy's favor, but it went in Iron Wolves' favor, and then from there, slowly but surely, they were able to finish off the game from the lead that they got. Nobody was able to do anything. Rentulis was the only one that was kind of like standing in the lane normally, who didn't have too much problems, but the rest of the team was slowly but surely falling behind.
And yeah, today, let's just do a quick recap of the Monday of week 7. So today we saw Falcon eSports versus Vegan Unit 4. 2-0 for Falcon eSports. First game was super dominant. Second one a little bit closer, but once Falcon eSports found the edge, they just finished the game.
Yeah, first game was basically, Vegan Unit 4 in the second game were able to get the early leads, but they weren't able to translate that to a victory, as they had these some sloppy fights where Falcon eSports were able to come out ahead, and from those fights Falcon eSports knew how to finish off the game.
And now we saw one game between Public Enemy and Iron Wolves, and the score for this matchup goes 1-1, even though it didn't look like that.
Yeah, the second game just showed us how strong Iron Wolves actually are in the league and as a team. Really good to see that Baltic team can actually be so good. So well played from Iron Wolves, well played from Public Enemy as well, as they are like first and second.
And well, we'll be back at Wednesday with games between Keep Yourself Live and Team Solo Mata.
Yeah, and on Friday we'll have Team Conflict Gaming versus Surreal Gaming, and the last match of the week, NACO versus Imantas 5.
Yeah, and well, after this day, well, we can see the standings, and yeah, Iron Wolves Public Enemy still steady first place. Falcon eSports have climbed up to the third place, but they have played more games. So if Imantas 5,
most likely they will fall to the first place at least, as Imantas 5 have to play against NACO, and I expect Imantas 5 to win 2-0.
But no matter what happens after this week, Falcon eSports is at the top 4. Now, Vegan Unit 4, after today's games, have the score of 6-8. Now they're at the 8th place. Maybe they can climb up a little bit in the next 2 weeks, but now they have to focus on not falling lower than the 8th place.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be pretty hard for them to fall lower than, because you can see like they're 6-8, and then the 9th place is 3-9. So Vegan Unit 4 has to have some really unlucky games.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll see 6 straight victories from Surreal Gaming right now.
Yeah, if that would happen, I would be so hyped.
And imagine 6 victories from NACL.
Yeah, imagine if Surreal Gaming at the end of the season just have something clicks and the stars land and they get 4th place. I would be, I don't know.
It's impossible at this point. But
well, no, because some teams still have penalty points to be taken off of them, so it could happen. Yeah, these standings are without penalty points, and the penalty points are earned when you don't arrive on time. So Iron Wolves, even though they went 1-1, we have the rule where 1 victory is 3 points. But if you can't make it to a game, then you're minus 3 points. So
well, we will have to check the rules at the end of probably the next week to get more clarification how everything works. But for now, for this evening, I was Derek Danger, and together with me was Cookie, and we'll see you Wednesday. you.